This is Adriana, this is Eleni, and we want to give our greetings from Athens. Just to let you know that we are not in a lockdown at the moment, but we have been for 7 weeks, and it has been tough. So we completely understand what you're going through, but because I think the majority of the people are from the UK, but just to let you know, there is light at the other side of the tunnel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So keep your spirits up. So basically,
we're going to share a screen.
We're going to share a screen, yes.
So, this one.
Share.
Do you all see it? Yeah?
Adam is raising
okay, cool.
a thumb. Okay.
Great. So, Adriana, you think you should do it like however you want?
Yeah, sure. So basically, as Adam said, we're going to speak about how to handle your feelings and emotions. I think it's one of the fundamental questions that the majority of the people have, because it's really important to take ownership of your emotions, really not being passive recipients. Exactly.
Yeah,
passive recipients of your feelings, and just victimize yourself. A little bit about Be Your Own Muse. This is a coaching and lifestyle platform that Eleni and myself have created. It basically includes an e-magazine and many small online coaching lessons to help the modern women of today, what we like to call the modern muses, to basically come back to themselves, empower them, assist them in their journey to becoming basically the best versions of themselves, and really come back to their inherent powers.
Right.
So although the platform was created having at the back of our heads women, really the principles apply to everyone.
Yeah. Exactly.
And especially what we're going to talk about today. Okay. So I don't know, Eleni.
Yes. I'll take it over.
If you want to take it over, perfect.
So I'm Eleni Maraki. I'm the founder of Be Your Own Muse. I am a certified life coach and a clinical hypnotherapist and a writer. And I founded Be Your Own Muse with the intention of, I saw basically something happening. I saw all women all around the world. I'm half Dutch, half Greek. So I was actually living in Amsterdam, traveled around the world, came to Athens. And I saw that all women actually had the same issues, they had this, they asked me the same questions. So I thought, all right, how about I create a program or programs where we actually give an answer to these fundamental questions that all these women have. And, and because we are actually all looking at the same things, for the same things, I came to understand. So, and, life coaching is still for many just a luxury product, and I wanted to create something that was affordable and approachable to women from all levels of society. So I thought 2 years ago Adriana and I know each other for a very long time, for 25 years. I was like, Adriana, what do you think of the idea? And we started actually setting it up. I'm also the founder of Guts and Tales, which is a life-changing storytelling platform. So I actually interview people that have changed their life around. I do that now for the last 6 years. And it's like people with amazing life-changing stories. Just to inspire, actually. It's my passion. Life change. So I'm also the creator of a life and business metamorphosis programs where I actually help people make this transition, but with a private coaching included. So, sorry. Yep.
Yeah. So I am the co-founder, as Elena said, of Be Your Own Muse, and I also work as a senior project manager in medical education in a London-based company. And today we're going to talk about the difference between feelings and emotions, because actually these words are used interchangeably, but are they the same or they mean something different? We're also going to talk about the 4 ways we deal with our emotions and the 3-step approach to successfully release our emotions. One world changes with one conscious and happy human being at a time. This is kind of
our motto.
Our motto. Yes. So learn how to manage your feelings and emotions. It's actually one of the fundamental parts in order to achieve that and reach a fulfilling and happy life. Yeah, exactly.
So I wanted to actually make a very quick differentiation, because I think many people, we use feelings and emotions interchangeably, but essentially emotions helped our species survive, let's say. So emotions can objectively be measured in our body. There's a change in our heart rate or our blood flow, our brain activity, body temperature. So emotions are actually, if you put us on a brain scan or on a scan in our body, you will actually understand that we are having an emotional reaction, let's say. Now, feelings, though, are mental association. So they are the reactions we have to our emotions. It's very important you know the difference, because feelings give actually a meaning to our emotions. Emotions are just there. It's how we perceive them mentally and what labels we put on them that make us feel a certain way. Feelings cannot be objectively measured, as they are very personal, and I can actually give a little, like a very little example. So for example, Adriana and I are both walking on the street, and there is a car that passes by and you know, makes us feel a certain emotion in our body, like, you know, like it's almost a survival mechanism, basically. Mm-hmm. Now we can both react in a complete different way. It's the same emotion that we have, which is fear. Yeah, fear that we might be run over, but the way what we feel can be completely different. I could be, you know, get angry. You could be like
start crying.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So so it's not only actually emotions that drive feelings. So it's not only that, just the example that I gave you, that an emotion, a sudden emotion drives a feeling, but it can also be the other way around. So that a feeling, you can think about something, yeah, and then you can actually activate these bodily sensations in, you know, in your body. And I give here an example. For example, when you like someone a lot, you know, you can think about him or her all the time, and then you get all these feelings in your body. Well, and I think many of us are actually experiencing this on a daily basis, is stress, right? Like how you think about, you know, what the amazing pressure that we have actually created, has been created in our society with work, with, you know, all the things that we need to do on a daily basis, and what the deteriorating effect it has on our bodies. So good thing to understand is that emotions are temporary. They're always temporary. They can't, you know, last for long, because they are survival mechanisms. And feelings, though, can be long lasting. So you can feel a certain way for a minute, an hour, a day, or even a lifetime, you know. I mean, this is obviously, you know, I've gone through depression and etc. It's, you know, you can stay in a feeling state for as long as you as long as possible, really, you know, or you use techniques and to get out of a certain feeling. But it's, yeah, it's
Guys, sorry to just interrupt for a second. We just have a few questions. Like, are you fast forwarding the slides because they're not moving? Like, we've only got the first slide up at the moment. Have you moved the slides?
yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Sorry, I should have maybe mentioned that a while ago. And then yeah, someone's just mentioned it, but yeah, the slides haven't actually moved. I don't know. I have no idea why that is.
Oh, okay.
If you just maybe click through to the slide, or maybe stop sharing and then share again, that might do it.
Yeah, sure about that.
All right. So
that one.
Let me see. I'm sorry about that. I thought you were all. So what do you see now?
So we see the PDF, but it's like page 1, and then you've got the thing on the side. So where the outweight, you've got, yeah. So now see you guys, and so.
Okay. So can you see this?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you want us to go back, or I mean, obviously, I guess it's fine because
no, it's fine. It's all good. You carry on from there. I think it was. Yeah. I think we can just carry on there.
Okay. So I think we don't have much more time, so we're just going to go. So there is 8 core emotions you need to know about. So that's anger, fear, anticipation, surprise, joy, sadness, trust, and disgust. I can share, I don't know if that's possible, Adam, but we can share this presentation with everyone as well after, so they can, you know, cool. So there are essentially 4 ways we handle our emotions. Number 1 is suppressing. So we deny that there is something that we have to acknowledge or that is bothering us. So yeah, I think we all know what this is like.
Totally, yeah.
Number 2 is avoiding. So you recognize you have an emotion, but do everything in your power to kind of avoid it. So you start perhaps overeating or drinking or, you know, numbing yourself so you just don't have to feel it, or, you know, to acknowledge the emotions that you feel. Number 3 is expressing. So you talk about your emotions and your problems with someone else. So, well, it is obviously very helpful because it's kind of a release, but many people tend to express their emotions just to validate and not to actually really release it and work through them. So they stay in this loop of emotion expressing, nothing really changes. Many times, I don't know about you, but there are many times where you tend to listen to the same story. So it's kind of the victim story of people, like how they feel. And now, if we want to take ownership in our lives, we need to learn how to actually release our emotions. So this is actually the only effective way in which we can work through our emotions. So how we do that? It all starts with awareness. So we have to start with, okay, what do I feel? Where in my body do I feel it? Because there's always a place in our body where we can actually point our emotions towards or the feeling. So for example, maybe Adriana, we can do a little exercise.
Yeah.
So let's imagine that you are at work and you feel super, super, super stressed about something. And you just want to, like, okay, I feel super stressed. I need to let go of this, what I feel. So where in your body, maybe you can just visualize it, like imagine like a very busy day at work. Where in your body would you feel stress?
Personally, I would feel it here, like in my chest. I would feel like pressure,
right?
Like a burden here, like really heavy chest, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is how we start, like awareness. So this goes back. We go then one step further, and that is action. So if you have this chest pressure, just start becoming more curious about this. Like, okay, wow, I feel this pressure in my chest. So what color is it? Is it a color? If you just visualize a color.
Like the red of alert.
Okay, red of alert.
Yeah.
Right. And what needs to happen for you to release it? What color would be much softer for you than this red alert color?
Like a blue.
Blue. All right. So maybe you can close your eyes. And you can visualize this red alert color becoming blue. How does that feel?
So this would automatically feel like a bit refreshing.
I guess. I don't know. How does it
it's
feel?
like the water on the fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Good.
So yeah, I think I would start breathing better and more normal, and I would feel a little bit lighter.
Right. Okay.
Guys, just sorry to interrupt. Just to say you've got 1 minute left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So there are different ways to release your emotions. You can write. You can. I mean, that's what Eleanor talked about. You can do simple visualization exercise that we did now. I mean, there are breathing exercises you can look up on YouTube. And what I really want to bring across is feelings come and go. So the releasing will be a continuous journey. It's never like now you're done. You know, we're human beings. You know, emotions will come, feelings will come, and it's our job to become aware of them and learn the techniques that can help us to actually navigate through them and create a richer life experience. I think that's really, really important for me, because we have not learned to manage our emotions effectively and actually use them to enrich our lives.
Right.
So
thanks. I'm going to have to draw it to a close there, if that's right. And if you've got just a few closing comments, obviously that's perfect. Just give a shout out to your to how to get to your and find out more details.
Yeah, so I'll just share with you very quickly. We have beyourownmuse.com. It's our free magazine, and you can sign up for free Be Your Own Muse courses. We have 30-day online programs on our, I have an 8-week life and business metamorphosis program, so you can have a look at on my website, elenimaraki.com. And this is where you can find us. So, and I can share, I don't know if we can share the presentation with the people.
Yeah.
So because
sure. If you email it to me, and then I'll add it to the email that I send out to everyone, if I can do that via Eventbrite, but I'll do my best to do it. But obviously they can get more information on your site and come to you and with questions, and then you can email it to them if anyone's really interested.
Yeah, perfect.
Round of applause to everybody.
Vulnerability is a muscle. The more you use it, the more you practice it, the easier it becomes.